After more than 3,200 years buried beneath the sands of time, one of ancient Egypt's most powerful rulers has been given a face once again. For centuries, pharaohs have been remembered through hieroglyphics, stone carvings, and golden masks. But now, for the first time in history, science has gone beyond art and imagination, resurrecting the true appearance of a king who once ruled the mighty kingdom of the Nile. This incredible journey begins not in a tomb, but in a high-tech laboratory where modern science meets ancient mystery. It all started with a well-preserved mummy, believed to be that of a powerful pharaoh, his identity long debated, but his importance unquestionable. Egyptologists and archaeologists had already examined his remains, but something more ambitious was about to unfold. A team of forensic scientists, digital artists, and anthropologists came together with one bold goal: to reconstruct his face as it would have looked thousands of years ago. They began by scanning the pharaoh's mummified skull using advanced CT imaging technology, capturing every curve, every cavity, and every detail of the ancient bone structure. From this digital skull, a virtual face slowly began to emerge. The process is meticulous and time-consuming. Experts first mapped the depth of facial tissues based on forensic standards. Then came the reconstruction of muscles, piece by piece, following anatomical precision. The eyelids, nose, lips, and ears were carefully formed, not from imagination, but from science. This is the same technique used in modern crime investigations to identify unknown bodies, now being applied to one of the most iconic figures in world history. But this was not just about assembling a face. It was about breathing life into history. To ensure authenticity, the team consulted ancient Egyptian art, cultural historians, and even climate and genetic data to determine skin tone, hair texture, and other facial characteristics. They analyzed artwork, studied inscriptions, and used digital modeling to fill in the gaps. Every decision, whether about the shape of the eyebrows or the angle of the jaw, was backed by evidence, rooted in data, and cross-checked by experts across disciplines. And then, after months of research, design, and digital sculpting, the moment arrived. The final face was rendered in full color. For the first time in 3,200 years, humanity came face to face with a pharaoh not as a distant myth, but as a real human being. The image was striking. The once forgotten king now had eyes, expression, emotion. It was as if time had bent in on itself, and history had blinked. The reconstructed face was then compared with statues and masks from the same era, and the resemblance was uncanny. This was not just a random guess. This was the closest we've ever come to truly seeing the people behind the legends. And with this achievement, science didn't just give us a face, it gave us a bridge. A bridge between the ancient and the modern, between what we've read in history books and what we can now see with our own eyes. But why does this matter? Because faces humanize history. They remind us that these towering figures, pharaohs, kings, rulers, were once people like us. They felt pride, fear, love, and ambition. They ruled, they prayed, they dreamed. And now, their stories come alive in a way no scroll or artifact ever could. This breakthrough is more than a scientific marvel, it's a window into our shared human past. And as technology continues to evolve, who knows what other secrets lie waiting to be revealed beneath the sands of time. So next time you see a pyramid or a golden mask, remember, behind every symbol of power was a real person. And now, after 3,200 years, one of them has finally been seen again.